Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, time of this truth and rule well. And I want to say shalom to Akim and Akwath out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one doesn't really have a title yet. I might just use the title of this article, but I don't have anything necessarily put together. As you can see, I don't have my little notes, my little notes app up, Apple Notes. I just left it as is. Brought all the scriptures up, and Lord willing, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I do want to go ahead real quick and save this as a session, just in case anything goes wrong. You never know, it'll be saved and I won't lose all the scripts and post and all that. So the article, all right, now I first saw this from the brother GMS Soldiers for the Most High 144. It reads, Girl Scouts of America declares white people are inherently evil. Now I went around and looked around for a little bit, and there's articles about this. I found quite a few of them, but I can't find a link to where the Girl Scouts are actually saying this. It sounds like a bunch of how do I want to say it without basically like a bunch of those right-wing extremists, those Trumpy people. All right, not that I'm on one side or the other, all right, because I think both sides are fucking retarded, all right, Democrats and Republicans. But the Republicans tend to have a bit more sense when it comes to, things like not killing your babies and all that stuff, all right? But either way, voting's a fucking scam. It's all a lie that's set up. But this seems like, something that came from one of those type communities, like how, the weird, deep edge, off the edge, all the, crazy people, okay? Crazy. Because I looked it up and I couldn't find, next to nothing where it's actually a quote that says white people are inherently evil. And a matter of fact, the quote changes from post to post. So, again, excellent, and, excellent source of, material by GMS Soldiers for the Most High 144. Of course, that's not on his part. It's this article that's doing it. And, it's all to the spirit that, this was up here. Because I want, as soon as I saw it, I said, okay, I'm going to go. I guess I was going to skip it. All right, we'll see something. And then the spirit was wanting me to come right back, make a lesson on it. So it says right here, and I'm not sure what source he has this from. But it says, the Girl Scouts of America have officially declared that white people are inherently evil via a shocking statement released on their website recently. And there's no such report. It's just a bunch of Edomites getting mad, all right? A bunch of red-faced baboons getting fucking upset, all right, because they said some shit. Now, do I agree with the shit that the Girl Scouts said? No, all right? But nowhere could I find where it says white people are evil. It's not word for word verbatim from what I've seen. If there is, please send me a link, because that's what I was really hoping for. I was hoping it said something like that, but nonetheless, I could not find it. And you got a couple comments on here. Rawsborn 144 says Sleazy is born wicked, which is great because I didn't actually end up getting Psalms 58 and 3, so we'll read it. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb, they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Okay, and this person commented back and said, that's right, Esau, your cover has been blown. And it's true. And this guy, I don't know, is that a muscle shirt? Is he not wearing a shirt at all? I don't even know. Now it loads. What is this guy? Oh, it's just a muscle. All right. I didn't know. I couldn't tell. It looked like a muscle shirt, but I didn't know if he was like holding a towel or something. Like, wait a minute, what are you doing, man? But yeah. So their cover's blown. All right, their cover's blown. Esau's really just mad about it. They're mad that Esau's, and I'm kind of killing the ending point, but Esau's really just mad that they're getting more criticism than they've ever got before. They used to be able to do things, what's the word I'm looking for here? Without input, without negative, negative comments being thrown their way. Okay, they used to be able to do whatever they want. They could oppress our people. They could take land. they could do this or do that, and no one would ever, say anything otherwise. They'd go right along with it. Back when they had their happy little 30s and 20s family, it sure is a great day to be alive in white, Jimmy, as they're drinking a coffee, walking down, all wearing suits, getting in their car to go to their factory job, to work a 12-hour shift. All right. Oh, God bless America. It sure is good, Jim. Back those days, everything was great for them. Everything was great for them. But then something happened, and it just wasn't so anymore, now was it? All right, and that's all through the Most High revealing these people, and these devils are getting revealed, and people are starting to see who this devil really is. They're starting to use that fucking the red magnifying glass, the decoder. All right, and they're starting to see right through these fucking these liars, man. These evil people. Okay, and I'm not saying white people are inherently evil, but the so-called white man is inherently evil. Now, who's the so-called white man? Because you can't just say white people, because by that definition, I'm white people. Okay, there's other brothers in camps that are white people, supposedly. All right, so-called. All right, so that's why we say so-called white people. Because just like so-called black people, and not everybody's black. That black is so-called, right? Is an Israelite, just like not everybody that's white is an Edomite. But for the majority, most of the so-called white people that you see that look like these little girls standing in this photo are Edomites for the most part. Just like for the most part, those brown men you see with the woolly hair and woolly beards, for the most part, are indeed Israelites. But it's not always the case. Some of those woolly-haired so-called Negroes are actually just Edomites. All right, just chocolate-covered Edomites. Okay, and some of those so-called white-looking people are Israelites. I myself, as an example, don't like to use myself as an example, but hey, I happen to look like an Edomite, so you can put that into perspective. Okay, so what else but a good example where who's teaching? Oh yeah, why would you say that? Blah, blah, blah. Well, look at me. I'm talking about it, so don't get upset. All right, because I would be the one that would be in that skin color bracket. All right, but is still an Israelite, because if I wasn't an Israelite, I wouldn't be here making this lesson right now. It's just not how it works. And there's other brothers as well, so you can't go off of skin color. It's just not how it works. But the so-called white man, for the most part, like we said, is Esau Edom. All right, just like the so-called black man, the so-called Negro is mostly an Israelite, usually Judah, Levi, or Benjamin, right? Southern Kingdom. So when these people are saying white people are inherently evil, well, they're not too far off, because these Edomites are inherently evil. They are inherently evil. That's all. They are the wicked. All right, the border of wickedness. All right, they're the lowest of the low. They're the scum, the gutter scum. They're just, the bottom of the barrel. They're slimy little assholes, man. All right, and everything that they do is completely wicked. So we're gonna go ahead and get a series of scriptures, Psalms 10 and 5 through 9, and then we're gonna go back and read some of the article and hear Esau squirm and get all mad and upset and shit. So this is Psalms 10 and 5 through 9. It says, his ways. Let's see. Do we want to read up? Let me see. Well, it talks about the wicked. All right, and the wicked is referring to Esau Edom primarily. All right, the wicked. All right, now there are wicked people, wicked jakes, but the wicked, the title of the wicked, all right, is Esau Edom. So that's who this is talking about. Psalms 10 on down to at least 9 is speaking of the wicked. All right, Esau Edom, Idumea, all right, the so-called white people. So Psalms 10 and 5 reads, his ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. Okay, so that shows you his ways are always grievous. All right, what is grievous? Grievous means very bad, very terrible. So his ways are always bad and very terrible. Why? Because he's inherently evil. All right, like they're saying over here, Girl Scouts of America declares white people are inherently evil. Well, his ways are always grievous. Why? Because he's inherently evil. All right, he is inherently evil. Or as the brother got the scripture, Psalms 58 and 3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. They're wicked is right out the gate. All right, right out the gate. All right, they're just baby demons waiting to grow up to be big demons. That's it. And even when they're children, they're little fucking demons. They're little assholes. In first grade, second grade, they're telling lies. You're telling lies, being little demons. I used to have these little white kids that used to mess with me in like first and second grade for no reason. And then when their mom would show up to school to pick them up, they'd change their tone completely because they're deceitful. They're deceitful little lying little fucks. That's what they are, you know, and they're trained that their whole way. And if they're like that when they're a child and they grow up in their teen years, all right, or their preteen years, their teen years, and then their adult years, they're the same little lying little fuck that they've always been, okay? Because that's their soul. That's who they are, all right? That's who they are as a people, all right? Their reincarnation. That's just who they are. They're the same people. They're always lying, deceiving, wicked, you know, murderous little assholes. All right, that's Esau in a nutshell. That's what they do. They like to kill, they like to steal, they like to lie, they like to manipulate and deceive to get their way. Anything that can benefit them any type of way, even a small matter. You know, even something very, very tiny, as much as getting a nickel back. They don't care. It's not about the fact of getting something all the time. It's about the deception. It's fun for them to do. It makes them happy. They like to deceive. Okay? That's them. They're inherently evil. Verse 6, he hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. These people think they're never going to be moved out of their places. They're never going to be in adversity. Adversity means hardship, woe, troubles, and misfortunes. They don't think they're ever going to go through those things. They don't think they're ever going to be in a point where, you know, they're not dwelling in nice houses. They don't think they're ever going to be in a point where, you know, there's no more white people and that the white person is eradicated. So-called. I'm just using the, you know, so-called white. Not everybody white's an Edomite, and not every so-called black person's a Jake. All right. But for the most part, that is the case. All right. Most of the so-called white people, again, I'm just reiterating, you have some bug out pop through a crack somewhere. Not every white looking person is an Edomite, and not every brown looking person is an Israelite. There are exceptions. But again, for the most part, it is the case. A lot of the white people are Edomites, and a lot of the black people are Israelites, so-called. So, these people, these white people, these Edomites, don't think they're never going to be in a hardship, you know, because right now they got all the money, they control all the banks. All right, notably they're little slimy little rat version of themselves, the Amalekites. All right, which are those 1948 Urs. All right, who came to be a nation at that time, supposedly. That's what they say, all right? The ones that wear the tiny little hats. All right, you know who I'm talking about, all right? So those people are the ones who control the money, you know, and I don't even know. I'm going to say the fucking names. Fuck them. They can go fuck themselves. The Vanderbilts, all right? The Rothschilds, all right? All you know. So, you know, they don't... do you think they ever think they're going to be in adversity? Because they're the ones that are on the top. These are the elites. All right, these are the elites. That's like the elite division of the Edomites, or the Amalekites. All right, so that's like the elite division. They're the ones that really, you know, hell, the Edomites really don't even have much of their blessing as it is because the Amalekites have stolen it. And the Amalekites are Edomites as well. They're just like a different flavor. All right, same food, different flavor. That's all. And they've, you know, hoarded and bogarted the wealth. All right, and stored it all up for themselves. And they think. You know, and they're the ones, you know, you can't, like the apostles always say, you can't tell a lie unless you know the truth. They know that we're Israelites and that they're Edomites. And that's why they spend so much time covering this up, all right? Covering this information up, you know, making sure there's no excavations in Israel, all right? And if there are, that you know, you have to go through a certain thing, and then the public can't see them. And then this and that and this and that. All these different laws and things that they make because they don't want people to find out who they are, because if they who they are as in, you know, find out that the people find out who, you know, we find out who we are, all right? Because if we find out who we are, we find out who they are. And that's exactly what happened, all right, through Yahweh Shem Yahushai letting those people be revealed, and the truth coming out of One West back in the day. When you find out who you are, you find out who the adversary is. You will find out who the devil is, all right, who the wicked is. When you start finding out the curses that was under you, and going on slave ships, and then you find out, well, who was taking us on slave ships? And then you find the scriptures about Esau and Jacob and Esau, and it's oh so apparent. And they don't want you to find out that information. That's why they spend so much time, you know, keeping you dumbed down, keeping you in Christianity, keeping you on the black and mild demons, all right, and the crown royal demons, all right, keeping you in that dumbed down ghetto ass 2/3 state, all right. That's where they want you. Okay, you can't learn. You can't learn like that, okay? And then they put you in ghettos, so you're around a bunch of other dumbasses, So your dumbass can learn from the other dumbasses, and your dumbass can have some dumbass kids that act just like your dumbass. That's just how it happens. And you never learn anything. You're stuck in that environment. That's all you know. The hood's all I know, man. It's just crack, rock, and gun for me. You know, that's what they keep. And it's the same thing in the barrios with the Issacharites, and it's the same thing in the fucking res with the Gadites. You know, they do the same thing with the Gadites. They pump a whole bunch of alcohol and mercury into the water and shit, and that's it, man. You know, just wild, and they don't want you to leave from that ghetto. They don't want you to leave from that barrio, and they don't want you to leave from that res, because they can control your mind from there, okay? And who you are, and who you grow into, and who your children are, and keep you from finding out who you are, man. But it's Esau is, you know, it's not working out for them as it used to, because now they're getting a lot of criticism. Oh, the white man this, the white man that, they don't like it. It pisses them off. It makes their blood boil. Verse 7, it says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. His ways are always grievous. You know, that's him in verse 5. His ways are always grievous, cursing, deceit, fraud, right? Under his tongue's mischief and vanity. It's all, this is his shit, man. This is Esau's shit, mischief and vanity, and he likes doing terrible things to people and deceiving people. So that's who they are. That's just who they are. They're inherently deceptive. They're inherently fraudulent. They're inherently mischievous. They're inherently grievous. They're inherently wicked. They're inherently evil. That's who they are. You can't change who you are as a people. That's who you are. He sitteth in verse 8, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. He's a murderer as well. His eyes are privately set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. He waits, stalks him, gets them, kills them. All right, and not only physically kills as in actually murder, but he also kills them in their mindset and plants these fucking weird mindsets. And you got Jacob here acting like Edomites now. You got Jake doing shit that Jake never used to do. All right, you know, here, you know, you had this a guy named Javon. Now he's Jaquante. All right, and he wears high heels and walks up and down the hood. All right. Hey, how you doing? Being all weird and shit. All right, that was never a Jake thing, but Jake's doing it now. Got people like Rule Paul and shit. All right, all fucked up. And you know Rule Paul's a Jake because he's got sauce. All right, but unfortunately, he just happens to be doing some weird shit. Okay, real weird shit. But hey, that's what the world loves. The world loves that weird shit. RuPaul's Drag Race, everybody talks about that shit. I've not watched it, not once. I don't want to see that shit. Why would I ever want to see that shit? Let's continue on. Let's see, is there something in verse 10? We'll go on to verse 10. It says, he croucheth and humble himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. You know, and we can leave off on that scripture right there. So these devils, man, they're hurt. They're hurt, as Street Teacher says, they're hurt through their shirt. Right? That's these people. They're hurt through their shirt. Bear with me while I grab a drink, and we're gonna read this. This is from the Lid, which I've never heard of before. I mean, I've never heard of the People's Voice either. These couple, when you look it up, you can't, you know, Girl Scouts of America, white people, evil. Just look that up, and you don't, you know, you got a couple news sources, but bear with me while I grab a drink. There we go. Stormfront. Now that's hilarious, because Stormfront is a neo-Nazi website. So here, interesting. So it's a bunch of these Edomites that are very, 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 very mad. They're very mad. It says so. It was originally from the Lid. All right. You know, now let's go. So they're all basically the same, but we will come back to Stormfront to see what these racist Edomites are saying, because it's hilarious and it's funny, and I like to laugh at them. So this is the Lid. Anyway. Some of you might remember that reference. All right, you kids that grew up on SpongeBob. Girl Scouts of America now tells girls white people are evil oppressors. No, they didn't. They didn't say that. It says the Girl Scouts, and Esau's just mad. They're stewing. They're over there like fucking Yosemite saying, woo, shooting off their guns and shit. They look just like them. The Girl Scouts of America used to be a wholesome, all-American institute. Here's what they wanted to say. The Girl Scouts of America used to be a wholesome, all-white, no black piece of shits allowed. That's what they want to say. There, I translated it for you. The Girl Scouts of America used to be a wholesome, all-American institution that taught girls how to be patriotic young women. Now they're teaching kids to be baby-killing feminists who hate white people. No exaggeration. It's a little bit of an exaggeration. It's quite a bit. Quite a bit. Now, the baby-killing feminist part, yeah, I mean, probably. I mean, if it's a democratic organization, they're all into that stuff. The feminism and baby-killing, the Moism, yeah, they're probably all into that, all right? But they hate white people. Whatever you say, Esau, you're so goddamn, you're just mad. You're scary, too. You're scary because you think that, you're upset because the articles came out that said, in the next 40 to 50 years, which we don't have, in the next 40 to 50 years, white people would pretty much be eliminated because everyone would be mixed race by then, and they just don't want that to happen. The Girl Scouts have committed to becoming an anti-racist organization. It means it's anti-white. Anyway, now, that does not mean they stand against racism. The anti-racist movement is a promotion of racism, not a refutation of it. Or a refutation of it. Yes, the anti-racist movement is against racism against minorities, but they straight out promote racism against white people. You can't be racist against white people, all right? You can't be... Being racist, all right, against white people isn't called being a racist. It's called being smart, okay? That's what it is. Because you got to realize white people have they've lied, they've enslaved people, they've stolen lands, they've conquered lands, they've went over lands, brutalized the people, raped the women, and killed, and even the little girls, man, and the little boys. You know how fucking sick that is? They go over there and they do that. You can't be racist. What is racism? Racism. Death. Racism, prejudice, discrimination, antagonism by an individual, community, or institution against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. Well, Esau is not marginalized. They are technically a minority. They call us minorities, but they're really the minority because guess what? You got Ethiopia's brown, Africa's brown, Israel used to be brown. You got Mexico that's brown, Venezuela that's brown. You got China that's brown. You got Vietnam that's brown. North Korea's brown. Japan is brown. Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya is all brown. But you got like parts of Europe that are white, and that's it. You got England, Sweden, France, Germany, a couple other ones, but almost everybody else in the world is brown. And they're not jakes. I'm not saying those people are jakes, but I'm just saying that because they don't go by who you are or what race you are for minority. They're just the brown people and the white people, all right? The brown people are the minorities, even though almost everybody in the world's brown, and there's only the Europeans are white. So that shows you that bullshit. And everybody believes it. They didn't even think outside the box. Esau put you in a box and you never opened the lid, all right? You never did. You just stayed in there, okay. You didn't realize if you peeked out that box, you'd see everyone's brown except them. They're the only white ones. So they're the minority. Something's wrong with them. And the sun hates them because the Lord hates them. They can't even go outside without burning, getting skin cancer and shit. So it says, so that's what it says. So in it's not discrimination or prejudice. I mean, I guess it would be, but it's not because of who they are. It's because of what they are. So it says, but they straight up promote racism against white people. Oh boy, boo-hoo. It says the movement is unseveredly racist against whites who they deem to be permanent, unrepentant, and irredeemably racist people. They are permanently racist people. They are unrepentant, racist people. That's exactly who they are. And the guy who wrote this is a guy named, where is it? His name is, I had his name, and it's this guy. Most of his reports are just, on, he's one of those white guys that gets mad at everything. They're one of those Edomites, all these fucking people taking over, and these Democrats, and, You know, that's who, that's, they, you know, he's one of their clones, right? That's come out, all right? He's one of the Republican clones, and you got the Democratic clones, and they just battle each other while, you know, the Democrats standing there, you know, with no bra on, with their titties hanging out, with fucking rainbow colored hair, fucking bright red lipstick, and then you got the guy over there, big fat overweight obese motherfucker with an AR-15 on his back. All right, wearing a fucking Make America Great Again hat. There's the clones. They all look the fucking same. All the Democrats look the goddamn same. All the Republicans look the goddamn same. And they argue, oh, yeah, you Democrat, oh, you Republican, you Democrat, you Republican, abortion, oh, blah, blah. You know, and all, they just battle back and forth. And that's government's got you right in the by the fucking balls, man. They're pulling your nuts, and you do just what they say. They pull you to the left, they pull you to the right, they pull you down. Wherever they drag you, they got you by the nuts, man. And you don't even realize it, okay? And you're just one of their little clones. They've made you and who you are. Who are you really? Aside from your political views, who are you? You don't fucking know who you are because you're a goddamn fucking clone, all right? You're who you don't even have a personality. You're what they've made you. You probably don't even know what type of music you like. You probably just, you know, listen to what they want you to listen to, you idiots. You don't even, you know, you're so blind. You couldn't even see something if it was put in front of your face. It says, and this is what the Girl Scouts is teaching little girls, to be white, anti-white, racist little black bitch girl. You know, that's, look, this person says, from their webpage, which, by the way, features a photo of the girls screaming in rage with hate on their faces. Yeah, they're screaming in rage, all right. Oh, what about this one? Are they, oh yeah, they're really screaming in rage. Ooh, fucking idiots. Says this is what they actually posted. This is when they're saying that they hate white people are all evil and all that stuff. This is what they said. Our commitment to anti-racism. Girl Scouts of the USA is working to become anti-racist organization. Our anti-racism pledge reflects who we are, an organization that is rooted in the values set forth in our Girl Scout law, including honesty, fairness, caring, courage, and respect for self and others. All these are hallmarks of the Girl Scouts' broader commitment to diversity, equity, inclusion, and racial justice. Girl Scouts commits to taking action to support black girls, their families, and their communities. Yep, they said it. They said white people are evil oppressors right there. You see it in the article? Because it didn't say it, because it's a bunch of stupid, fat, racist fucking Edomites. They got fucking pork juice dripping down their chin in KFC, wearing a fucking MAGA hat, looking like a goddamn bitch. Okay? And they're screaming. They're no, you're no different than the fucking guy that goes to Comic-Con dressed up as a fucking stormtrooper. All right, that's all you want. Make America great again. It won't be good again. It won't be. All right, you're banking on the 1920s, and it won't happen. All right, you little bitch. All right, that's what you look like. You look like a fucking pansy. You look like a pussy ass bitch. That's what you look like, and it's embarrassing, man. You're a fucking embarrassment. Make America great again. You got fucking mustard stains all over your shirt. You weigh 350 fucking pounds. You know, it's goddamn sickening. Okay, it's sickening. And then you go and make lies. They're saying the white people are evil oppressors. All they said was that they want to support little black girls. You fucking racist fucking faggot. That's all they said. That's all they said. And you're they're racist. No, what? You're mad that Girl Scouts wants to support little black girls and their families. That's what makes you mad. That's anti-white. That's saying white people are evil oppressors. No, you just proved who you fucking are, You came out and proved who you are by making articles like this. Because they didn't even say anything. It goes down and it says, further down the page, they also admit to be supporters of Marxists, and they always use Marxists. No, they're fucking commies. These fucking commies. Go back to the, go back a couple, 40, 60, 70, 80 years when you're still having talks about the Reds invading. Oh, the Reds. It's the filthy Reds, the dirty Reds. They're invading. The commies are coming to take us over. We're not there anymore, okay? So, and they're still trying to push the whole shit. These fucking commies. China's gonna come over. No, look. I don't know if Nixon or Reagan or someone down the line fucked your mind up, but you need to calm down, okay? We're not there anymore, okay? No one's trying to convert you to be a fucking communist. It's not happening, okay? And this is an anti-American Black Lives Matter movement. No, the Black Lives Matter movement's actually pretty fucking American because it's a fucking scam, all right? And you guys set it up. You hate the Black Lives Matter movement, but you're the one who set it up. Your presidents and your these elites, all right, of America, All right, the global elite, really, it's not just America. They're the ones who set up Black Lives Matter, and we don't support it. Fuck Black Lives Matter. That's a set-up organization to steal money from gullible jakes. All right, that's all it is, and it's ran by a fat black lesbian. Who would have guessed? So, and you're so mad about BLM when all you ever do is talk about BLM, and you're the one who set it up. It's all from you. You're the one who that allowed it to happen. It says, we know that Black Lives Matter. We commit to doing all we can to help create the change in our communities that is long overdue. Yep, very, very, very racist and anti-white. You know what? It's because anything pro-black is inherently anti-white. All right, you know, and I'm saying black because that's what they call us, so-called black. All right, anything so-called black, Negro, Latino, and Native American, right? A happy Negro family is anti-white. A happy Issacharite, so-called Mexican family is anti-white. A happy Native American, so-called, right, Gadite family is anti-white, all right? And Negro, so-called Negroes getting together with so-called Latinos and Native Americans, that's anti-white. Us getting together and coming back to our heritage, that's anti-white. Us finding out that the Most High is a so-called black man, all right, and we are the Israelites, that's anti-white, okay? Us finding out that, no, we've been, these guys are the fucking oppressor, that's anti-white. All right, us finding out that these people are going to be put into slavery because all the wickedness they've done, that's anti-white. Anything that benefits our people, or the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, is anti-white. Okay, that's what they run. Anything. All right, you see a so-called black man and a black woman kissing, and they have a so-called black child, that's anti-white. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see that at all. Go into Ross. All right, the store. Go and look around. What are you going to see? You're not going to see a black man and a black woman in any of those little photo frames. You know what you're going to see? You're going to see a white man, all right, with a black woman, or a black woman with a white man, or vice versa, all right, or they're going to have a white baby or something. And very, very, very rarely will you see a black man and a black woman together, all right? But you'll see plenty of white men and white women together. Plenty. Because that's pro-white, but two black people being together, that's anti-white. Can't have that now. Can't have that. And that's these Edomites. And they do these articles like that, not realizing they're making their tongue fall upon them. So let's go and get it. Make their tongue. Let's go to, and this is really, you know, this is really the elite that do these things. But it trickles down, all right? These little Edomites do it on their level too, revealing themselves. But it's really the elite that are revealing themselves all the time. This is Psalms chapter 64, starting from verse 1. It says, to the chief musician, a psalm of David, hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. And that's this elite group. Some people call it the Illuminati. The Illuminati is a lesser part of this whole grand scale. That's just the part you know about. It says, from the insurrection, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Let me start over. Verse 2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. And these bows, these arrows are their little, you know, their little things that they're trying to trip people up on. You know, their stumbling blocks that they're laying. All right, their little doctrines that they're shooting out there. You know, it says, verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. Why? Because they're inherently evil. It says they commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? And a snare is a trap, all right, and you use it to hunt, all right, and it catches them, okay, and that's what they're doing. They're hoping to lay stumbling blocks and snares for people to catch them and get these people in their mindset and indoctrinated, and then it's like, who's gonna see him? No one's gonna see him. And then when people, you know, do see, hey, wait, these people are doing that, everyone that's in those snares say, oh, that's just a conspiracy theory. That's just a conspiracy theory, right? Verse 6, they search out iniquities, wickedness, right? They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Verse 7, here's the great part. Love this part. But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And all men shall fear and declare the work of Yahweh, for they shall wisely consider of his doing. The righteous shall be glad in the Lord and shall trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory. And the biggest example of this that I can think of, and it's the one I always use, is the whole Kanye and Kyrie Irving thing. All right, when they were saying, the you know what hats are control everything, and then what happened? Boom, they got knocked off their platforms, and they lost contracts, and then Yeezys went away, and then everyone was like, wait a minute, Yeezy said that, or Kanye, whatever they want to call him, Kanye said that these people, if you talk anything against them, they'll take you off, and then they took him off. Wait a minute, he's onto something. He's right. And everyone's like, he's right. These fucking people, he's right. Kyrie and Kanye are right. These people. And then guess what? They were trying to demonize it and demonize the Hebrew Israelites. But guess what happened? A mass awakening happened. A lot of people came into the truth from that. You just know they do. All right. And you can just see it. Man. And that's them being wounded. The Most High shot an arrow. Here they thought they were going to set a snare. The Most High said, nope. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. And then their own tongue fell upon themselves. All right, like verse 8, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And the devils are constantly doing this. And it's call all Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He's the one that's doing it. He's making it to where these devils' words don't come out right. And they're like, fuck, god damn it. That was it. Now they know who we are. Shit. And they get all mad because this is revealing. You're going to say, Girl Scouts of America tells girls white people are evil oppressors, when all they said is that they want to support black girls and their families and their communities. It's showing you that you're racist. They're saying that we're all racist and that we're evil. Well, it sounds like you're pretty fucking evil. When an article is just saying that they want to, it says Girl Scout, this is from the fucking article. It says, all these are hallmarks to the Girl Scouts' broader commitment to diversity, equity, inclusion, and racial justice. Girl Scouts commits to taking action to support black girls, their families, and their communities. So they're helping out black little girls, their families, their mom and dads, maybe just their moms, and their communities, all right? And that's racist that they're helping out little black girls, fucking. Besides the point is that they're probably teaching them all weird fucking agendas and shit like that, okay? And they probably are. I don't know if they're a democratic organization or not, but either way, it doesn't matter. They didn't say anywhere in the fucking article that white people are evil oppressors, but you know what? You did. You did. Your article said that white people are evil oppressors. And you guess what? You know what? You're right. Congratulations, E. Here's a round of applause for you. Round of applause for Esau. You revealed yourself. All through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He revealed you. All right? But it looks like you did it. They didn't say anywhere. Now let's go read. Let's go. And we don't need to get that other one because it says the same thing. But let's go over to Stormfront. Right here on the left, you can see it says White Pride Worldwide. And that's because this is a racist. And you see they got the German letters because they're probably neo-Nazis. All right, where every month is White History Month. Yeah, because you've replaced it. But guess what? White history is a lie. All right, you want the real white history? Talk about the 1,000 years, E. You want real white history? Tell them about when we were over you and ruling over you. Tell them about that. Tell them about that, huh? And tell them about how after the 1,000 years went up, you went out to deceive the nations, and you went and covered up names, and you covered up paintings and broke off noses of statues. Tell them about that. That's white history. That's real white history right there, guys. Tell them about that. That's your real history. Tell them about how you got your blessing taken from you, and how it was stolen from you, and that Jacob was just such a bad guy, and that you were just very, very hungry, and it wasn't right for him to do that. Go ahead and tell him that. Go and bend it into your agenda. We know you always do. Go and tell him that. And don't tell him the part where you gave it to us because it was a trade. Oh, and also, don't tell him about any. Dad was gonna bless us, but he's still. Yeah, go ahead and tell him about that. That's your real history. Go and tell them about that. Tell them about that. Tell them about that, E. Tell them. They need to know. Tell them. That's not white history, because your white history is a lie. Oh, we were in England and ruling. Yeah, but who was there before you took over? Well, it was always no. The Moors. Tell them about the Moors. Tell them about why Tell them why the Lion of Judah is all over the place. All right, tell them why they're all the animals that are representative of the tribes. Tell them why they're all on banners in places. Tell them why. Oh no, you're not gonna tell them the real reason, are you? Didn't think so, because you're a fucking liar. All right, you're a fucking liar. Every month is not white history. Every month is a white history lie. That's what it is, because your history. Don't go. What about when you were in the Caucasus Mountains? All right, what about that? And what about that? And you were eating raw food. All right, like a bunch of fucking wildebeest. What about that? You gonna tell them about that? What about Mount Sarah? You gonna tell them about Mount Sarah? Tell them about your great time in Mount Sarah, right? You know, your wonderful time that you had. No, you're not. You're not gonna tell them about that. Well, you know, why not? Why not? Instead, you take other people's cultures and you mash it up and you make it yours, because you can't use your culture, because that's why white people have no culture. White people do have a culture. Everyone always says white people don't have a culture. They don't have a culture because they've hidden theirs. Everybody has a culture. Jake has a culture. Moab has a culture. All right. Ishmael has a culture. Everyone has a culture. Esau doesn't have a culture though, right? No, because the so-called white man does have a culture, but it's that culture of the Edomites, and they cannot tell you what their culture is, because their culture is lying, stealing, you know, murder, all right, and deceit and fraud. They can't tell you that. That's not a very good culture. Everybody would think you're fucking disgusting, and wouldn't want anything to do with you. So you can't do that. You can't do that at all. So you have to make a lie and steal everybody else's. And then it comes out, you know, wait, that's not, and the white people never did that. No. That was this people. Oh, well, no, it was also us. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Stop lying. Stop lying. Okay? So it's the same article. And on this page, Stormfront, which is a racist media, all right, the truth is hate to those who hate the truth. All right, and it says, we are a community of racial realists and idealists. Black, Hispanic, Asian, and Jewish nationalists openly support their racial interests. Let's see, Black, Hispanic, and why don't they forgot Native American? All right, and Jewish nationalists. You fucking retards don't even know that they're saying Jewish. You fucking retards don't even know that they're you. They're also Edomites. You're Edomites. You're the same people, you fucking dipshits. And it goes on, it says, and it talks about all this. All right, but you know, you can see, you know, all these different articles about this or that. Okay, let's see what they have to say. The Democrats feel a need to crush these individuals they see as bastions of white supremacy, slavery, and racism. White supremacy, slavery, and racism. White pride worldwide, Stormfront, every month is History Month. It sounds like white pride, supremacy, slavery, and racism to me. This person said, no decent white parent should have their girls or boys in the pedo scouts of America these days. Start private organizations. Probably true. This person says this. You know, and you got all these, you know, look at these guys. This guy's got a guy with glasses on, white nationalist blog. This guy has a devil. This guy just has Mountain Dew. You know, these guys are a fucking joke. You know, these guys are a joke. What else do we got? It's a bunch of nothing. I'm sure they have deep hidden threads where they're talking about what they really want. You can look at this guy's profile picture. Well, it makes me want to create an account. No, thank you. I'm good. Thanks for the offer, though, Esau. You can go here and just, you know, let's just see what they got. They got strategies and tactics. Let's see what they got here. Dating advice. White solidarity. Ask a conservative Klansman. Alright, this is for conservative Klansmen. You know, they got the Klan on here. Alright, yeah. So, Esau. Anyway, let's get to the scriptures. Let's get to the meat, right? Micah 2:1 through 2 and 3 says, woe to them that devise iniquity. This is what they do. They devise iniquity. Woe to them that devise, and woe is destruction, by the way. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it. Why? Because it is in the power of their hand. Why is it in the power of their hand? Let's see. The earth is given. So you gotta ask yourself, all right, let's go see. Job 9:24. The earth is given in the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So the earth is given in the hands of the wicked. The earth is given in the hands of the wicked. Okay? Who rules the world? Who do you see on the money? All right, if I look up money, what am I going to see first? Let's see. Oh, look at that. A white man. A white man. Okay, what about the euro? Look at the euro. Well, they put buildings on theirs. But if you look up the pound sterling. Oh, look. White people. You know, and that's everywhere you go. It's all white people. Everywhere you go, they're on the money. All right. And in case you didn't, okay, maybe no. Okay, maybe not. Maybe that's not the case. Let's get verse 2. Maybe that's not the case. Verse 2. Micah 2:2. And they covet fields, and they take them by violence, and houses, and take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Uh-oh. So they want land, so they go and take it by violence. Interesting. Yep, the white man's definitely never done that. Gotcha. Verse 3. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. You're not going to get out of this one, all right? And because of all this wickedness that you've done, the Most High is going to mess you up. And guess what? We're going to take over, all right? Starting with Yahushai, all right? And he's going to share his heritage with us, or his what's the word? Part of his blessing, all right, for lack of a better word, with us, okay? So, and that's a beautiful thing for him to do, okay? So call all Yahweh Shem Yahushai for that, and Baraketh Yahweh Shem Yahushai for that. So, these devils are really just mad because it just ain't going their way anymore, man. It just ain't going their way. Here they used to have beautiful white families and white houses with white cars, and everything was white and white. They drive and they would never see a brown skinned, person on the sidewalk or ever. And if they did, they would throw rocks at them. Oh, go home, monkey, ha ha ha, as they're smoking one of those long cigarette tube things. That's what they would do. But it's not like that for them anymore, and it's upsetting for them. Now, they're getting criticism. Oh, these white people are fucking evil. Oh, you oppressor. Oh, you colonize. That's a word that's become, they've been saying that word's racist now, to call them a colonizer. Well, that's what the fuck you are. You're a colonizer. You go and colonize. If I go and look at colonization, how much you want to bet? It's gonna be a fucking white dude. Oh, who is it? It's a fucking white guy, because they're colonizers. Colonizer. And people hate it when you're, okay, colonizer, whatever you say, colonizer. Fucking colonizer. They don't like us. Stop calling me colonizer. Well, that's what you did. Says it in verse 2. Micah 2:2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. That shows you also they're oppressors, evil oppressors. They're evil oppressors. They take lands. They kill the people off. They go there, murder them, take it. What happened with everyone loves the Mormons. Oh, the Mormons, we're good guys. What about Joseph Smith when you went to Utah and killed all the fucking Native Americans that were there? What about that, What about that? Well, it was a new land and no one was there. Sure. Because when these whites came over, there was no one here, no Native American. If they could really wipe out the history to make it to where, they used to laugh and joke about it, and they used to make, through all of our downfalls, through the Native Americans, the so-called Native Americans, Negroes, and Latinos, they used to make postcards about little black babies, look, and fed to an alligator, ha ha ha, and the African Dodger, and all those different types of things that they used to do to our people, and they used to send them in, postcards of lynchings, and it was fun at the time, but now those things kind of stayed throughout history, and now it's hard to cover those things up, and that was all revealing through Yahweh Shem Yahushai revealing them, because, had they just got rid of that stuff, maybe there wouldn't have been enough proof and dirt to dig back up on them, but the Most High allowed it to where there's plenty of dirt, because these people, parade it around, and they don't realize it's biting them in the ass. And the Most High is going to mess these people over because you've done so much wicked, man. That's what you are. You're just evil. This is 1 Maccabees 3:48. Here's more oppression. 1 Maccabees 3:48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. So the heathen wanted to paint their likeness, and related to the Bible. Okay, related to the Bible. They wanted all the angels to be white. They wanted all the people and all the prophets and all the apostles and the Most High and His Son to be white. So what did they do? They did that very thing. They even changed the Lord's name. You can't have, the name being Hawashai, so they changed it to Jesus. And it can't be Jesus because there are no J's in Hebrew. And you idiots still believe it. You idiots still believe it. But if you go and look up, if I go over here and look up now, because let's read it again before we close out of it. 1 Maccabees 3:48, and laid open the book of the law wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. Well, let's go look. Let's go see. Let's go look up King David. Well, look at that. What color is he? Well, how about Ezekiel? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, maybe Jeremiah. Oh, whoa! They made him brown. Actually, made him brown. Wow, that's quite interesting. What about Jacob? Oh yeah, look at him. He's They made him white. What about Esau's? They got Esau right at least. Okay. But you know what the funny thing is? Sometimes they paint Esau as being brown. Like they wanted to do it backwards. So you can see. So that's that. So it looks like that was the case, and that look, both of them are white. Everyone was white. Everyone's white. Everyone. These devils. This is Proverbs 4:16. It says, "For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause someone to fall." That sounds inherently wicked to me. That sounds inherently evil to me. That sounds like evil oppressor shit. If you can't sleep unless you've done something evil, that sounds like inherently evil to me. That sounds like you're wicked as shit. If you can't even go to bed unless you've done some wickedness, yeah, that sounds like you might be evil. All right, sounds like you might be evil. No, you know what? What is evil? Definition. What is evil?
Evil.
Profoundly immoral and wicked. Immoral. What is immoral?
Immoral.
Let's see. Wrongful, evil, depraved, indecent, villainous. They are a villain. They are a villain. Okay, profoundly immoral and wickedness, especially when regarded as a supernatural force. Evil, right? They are evil. They're evil. All right, they're wicked. They kill, they lie, they steal. All the things you're not supposed to do, they do. This is Ezekiel 35:1 to 35:9. Okay, and this is what's going to happen to you, Edomites. And it also tells about, it talks about how you have a hatred and you're just hateful and evil. So this is Ezekiel 35:1 down to 9. It says, "Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it." Go and look up who lived in Mount Seir. That's your homework. Verse 3, "And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and you're evil, and you just hated us, all right? And hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. So if thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth, and will fill his mountains with his slain men. In thy hills and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. And I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord." So they had They had a perpetual hatred against Jacob. All right, they slaughtered us and just did terrible things. Slaughtered, raped us and all this stuff. All right, and this one's more likely to go on the backup page because Esau is going to be steaming at this one. So so that's what they've done. That's what they've done to our people. That's who they are. The white man is inherently evil. The so-called white man, Esau, Edom. They're inherently evil. They're oppressors. They are evil oppressors. They're saying we're evil oppressors. You are evil oppressors. You are evil oppressors. The fuck are you talking about? You're mad. You're just mad that it's being revealed. You are evil oppressors. You got diamond mines where you fucking, blood diamonds and the cobalt fields where you just, you fucking people dying and shit. You got, you're just the sweatshops and factory and just evil. You're just evil. You're just taking land and stealing it. You got a war. You got a war right now with Palestine and Israel over some fucking some stolen land. It ain't your land. It's not Palestine's land either. But Israel had to go over there. Who the people who are called Israel now had to go over there. All right, 1948 and fucking genocide a whole bunch of Palestinians. All right, the Nekba. All right, look up the Nekba. The Nekba law. Nakba. All right, Nakba. What is the Nakba? What is the Nakba? The Nakba, which means catastrophe in Arabic, refers to the mass displacement and dispossession, the mass genocide, right, of Palestinians during the 1948 Arab-Israeli War. All right, there you go. What do? Violent displacement. It was the violent displacement and dispossession. Say what it is. The genocide. You went over and slaughtered Palestinians. You slaughtered them so you could take that land, so you could build up the whole, we're Israel again. The Israelites had been gone, okay? We're not there anymore. And it's prophesied that it's not prophesied that you're going to be in that land at this time. All right? And not that you're going to be in the Holy Land again and have wars. The fuck are you talking about? And have temples to other religions and a mass amount of homosexuality over there. So, it led to the displacement of some 430,000 Palestinians. Displacement or deaths? The mass exodus at least 750,000 Arabs from Palestine. Because that land, Israel, that now was Palestine for a time because they came and took the land, right? After we were kicked out, all right? So that wasn't their land. It was originally our land, and then, the curses came upon us. We got kicked out of land, spit out, and spread across the world, right? And then now everybody's fighting over the land, wanting to get the land. And of course, Esau, all right, the fucking, these so-called Israelis, all right, and they're really the Amalekites, not just regular Edomites, they're the Amalekites. They slaughtered people to get the land. Why? Because they covet fields and take them by violence. It really been, we have to get that land. We have to say that we're the Jews. We have to get the land. Anyway, Revelation 12 and 12. And these people are being revealed. We're getting to close this lesson. We got this scripture and then one more left. Look, Esau is at the point where they know it's not going so good for them. Okay? And it's going to get bad very soon because they're realizing that their cover's kind of fucked, man. And they're trying to establish this new world order, and they don't have much time. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. He knows he doesn't have that much time left. He knows he's gotta get on it, man. Because if he doesn't, not gonna be so good for him. And it's either way. It's not gonna be good for him because what's coming is gonna be really good for us. All this is gonna happen. He's gonna be, and the scriptures that we got, Esau being thrown down. They're gonna be messed up. The Most High is gonna completely destroy them. They're gonna be desolate. All right. And again, to further prove that these people are inherently evil. We're getting the kingdom. We're getting the kingdom, all right? And it's going to be a new kingdom, all right? And a new heaven, right? As the Bible says. All right, it's going to be Yahweh Shem Yahushai's kingdom, and we're going to be in it, and we're not going to be getting sick or ill anymore or hurting. We're not going to have this issue or that issue. We're going to be perfect, all right? We're going to have the law written within us. We're not going to be going off. It's going to be perfect. We won't be under Esau's rule. We'll be under Yahweh Shem Yahushai's rule. It's going to be great, okay? It's going to be great. But before that happens, these Edomites got to go. All right, they got to be destroyed. Now they're going to be in the kingdom, all right, being slaves, all right, which, we can get that. Shall go into captivity. Here's one, and and Esau knew about this scripture because they removed this one from the slave Bible. So they didn't want this in there at all. Revelation 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Ooh, you don't like that one, do you, Esau? He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. All right, Ecclesiasticus 10 and 8, here you go. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, you lied and you stole. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. It's translated from Esau to Jacob. All right, and Yahushua is going to take it by force. He's going to come back here, and man, you're going to be, it's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. So with that, we're going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. I want to say shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing, shalom.